The movie opens with Willie Soke working a lowly valet job at a country club, handling luxury cars for the wealthy patrons he despises. This ends abruptly when Willie becomes distracted by an attractive woman who's breastfeeding in public. His ogling leads to a fender bender as he crashes the car he's parking, and Willie, caught in the midst of a shouting match with his superiors, is fired on the spot. He storms off, cursing under his breath and retreating to his crumbling apartment. In a gritty voice-over, Willie explains his life since the chaotic events of the first Bad Santa. Although he narrowly avoided death at the hands of the police, he did not escape unscathed. Now, Willie spends his days in a haze of self-loathing, regret, and alcohol, barely managing to scrape by. Depressed and fed up with his life's downward spiral, Willie attempts suicide. He first sticks his head in the oven, only to realize it's electric and doesn't have the intended effect. Frustrated, he then tries to hang himself from the ceiling. But before he can complete the act, his plan is interrupted by the sudden appearance of Thurman Merman. Once a clueless kid, Thurman is now a large but equally clueless 21-year-old who still clings to Willie, considering him a kind of father figure. While Willie dangles from the ceiling, Thurman asks if Willie will pop his cherry now that he's of age. Willie, annoyed and dismissive, assures Thurman that someone else will take care of it for him. He then calls in a favor from Opal, a prostitute with whom he has a dubious history. Though Opal isn't keen on the idea, Willie convinces her to help Thurman. Thurman, however, panics and bolts from the motel room, leaving Willie exasperated but ultimately unfazed. Back in his apartment, Willie is surprised. To his shock, it's his former partner in crime, Marcus. Having just gotten out of prison himself, Marcus comes with a proposition, a major heist worth $2 million that could help both of them escape their financial woes. Willie initially hesitates, remembering how Marcus tried to kill him on their last job. But Marcus insists he's changed. Willie's curiosity gets the better of him, and he agrees to listen. The two head to Chicago, where Marcus reveals that the heist involves robbing a charity foundation called Giving Way, which works primarily with children's programs. Willie, who has his limits even as a grifter, is hesitant about stealing from a charity, but Marcus assures him it's a high-paying gig with low risk. However, Willie's reluctance turns to outright rage when he learns that one of the charity coordinators is his estranged mother, Sunny. A chain-smoking, foul-mouthed woman, Sunny constantly demeans Willie, calling him shit stick and making digs at his failures. The two exchange heated words, and Willie, fed up, punches Sunny in the face before storming out. Later, Marcus manages to broker a temporary truce, and the three meet up in Sunny's rundown apartment to go over the heist details. Sunny insists she's ill, mentioning she has Parkinson's and showing a persistent hacking cough to back up her claim. Although Willie is still hesitant, Marcus reminds him of the money at stake. Reluctantly, Willie agrees to go along with the plan, but only on the condition that he and Marcus cut ties with Sunny once the job is complete. The next day, Willie puts on a shabby Santa suit to begin scoping out the charity's donation setup. He stands in the street, clumsily trying to collect money from passers-by. His mood sours further when another Santa approaches him, accusing Willie of intruding on his turf. The two Santas exchange heated words, and before long, fists start flying. Willie, already prone to anger, punches the other Santa and ends up getting arrested. While he sits in jail, Marcus sneaks into the Giving Way offices to gather intel. He discovers that Regent Hastings, the charity's smarmy manager, is already embezzling money and having an affair with his assistant. Marcus is nearly caught when Sunny calls him her loud ringtone echoing through the halls. Willie, meanwhile, is bailed out by Diane, Regent's wife, who is also a recovering alcoholic. The two bond over their shared struggles, and Willie, as usual, misinterprets Diane's openness as an invitation. He tries to make a move, but she promptly rejects him, shoving him out of her car. Moments later, Diane changes her mind, admitting she hasn't been intimate with her husband in over a decade. The two share a lewd tryst behind a dumpster, unaware that a giving-way security guard named Dorfman captures the whole thing in a series of incriminating photographs. Meanwhile, Marcus continues to make moves of his own. He tries to seduce Gina, one of the security guards. Marcus takes Gina out for an expensive dinner, but she rebuffs him because of his short stature. Sonny, ever the schemer, proposes that Willie take over, knowing he has a type for big girls. Despite his reluctance, Willie follows Sonny's advice and successfully seduces Gina, managing to swipe her keys. Marcus, feeling upstaged, confronts Willie in a fit of anger, but Willie quickly gains the upper hand, slamming Marcus onto a nearby table. Amid all the chaos, Thurman travels from Arizona to Chicago, determined to stay close to Willie. Though Willie tries to ditch him at a local shelter, Thurman, still full of Christmas cheer, finds his way to the Giving-Way charity event. There, he's allowed to sing for the children in a Santa suit, much to his delight. Willie, observing from the sidelines, is unexpectedly moved by Thurman's performance. Though he would never admit it, he feels a surge of affection for Thurman, tearing up as he listens to the boy's surprisingly beautiful singing voice. On the night of the heist, as the children sing, Sonny disables the power, allowing Willie and Marcus to sneak into the office and open the safe. Just as they crack it, Marcus reveals his true intentions, double-crossing Willie by pulling a gun on him, managing to grab the cash before security notices them. Outside, Willie, however, has come prepared and pulls a gun of his own. Sonny confronts the two, revealing she planned to keep the money for herself all along. In a dramatic showdown, she shoots Marcus in the chest, then runs him over with her van before making her escape. Willie chases her into SantaCon, where hundreds of people are dressed in Santa costumes. After a chaotic search, Willie finally catches up with her, but Sonny shoots him. In a desperate move, Willie grabs her bag, scattering the stolen cash into the crowd. Just then, Thurman appears, bravely leaping in front of Willie and taking a bullet in the buttocks. The police arrive, arresting Sonny as medics rush to assist Willie and Thurman. Later, Willie wakes up in a hospital bed to find Diane giving him a rather unexpected happy ending. In a final voiceover, Thurman, who remains loyal to Willie, becomes something of a surrogate son to him. Now working as a janitor at the hospital, Willie finds himself drawn to his new role, especially since it lets him stay close to Thurman. In a moment of petty revenge, Willie pays Marcus a visit in his hospital room. Though Marcus is still immobilized, Willie decides to exact a final act of humiliation by teabagging Marcus and posting pictures online for all to see. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.